Step in, the portal's blazing, ghost light guiding my path, slipping through the cosmos, sharp as a Rasta mama's wrath. Tonight the atlas is radiant, a pillar in the sky against the gradient, with my hand on its glass, and if the cover has the face reflected back seems alien. Ghosts in the light, ghosts in the past, little souls of light in a world made of black. We're ghosts in the light, we're ghosts in the past, little souls of light in a world made of glass. We're ghosts in the light, we're ghosts unseen, awaiting my fate. 16, 16, 16, ghosts in the light. 16, 16, 16. Step in, the crimson's calling, generating no man's sky. We explore, we fight, proving our plight. We build and survive to stop the endless drift of endlessness, where 16 minutes feels meaningless. Mama says 19. Each lost ghost finds their light eventually.
16, for a minute it seems the end comes for each and every subroutine, but you'll see the big scene. One soul, many players, traveler, anomaly formed from its creator, the atlas, essential to the life we know. It's crisis existential, creators let go. Universe is rampant, obsesses over fate. Great disconnection, now it's called a fate. Void mother says she coming, abyss to settle the score. 16 and 19, tell me who are you before? Tell me who are you before?
Hey travelers, welcome back to Ghostlight. Welcome to a super random Wednesday midday stream, which I never do. But I missed Sunday because I had a sick kid, so I'm super far behind on where I want to be for the expedition. So I thought it might be fun to hop into the game on this Monday afternoon and see how far I can get. I'm hoping to do phases 2 and 3. I probably have really limited time, if I'm being honest, but had some free time, want to give it a shot. I should probably hop into live stream chat just in case. There we go. Hope you're all having an outstanding Wednesday afternoon. I'm in a snowstorm. I don't really remember where I stopped. Let's see where I'm at. Oh, I hear some music in the background. Let's turn that down a little bit. Oh, am I getting attacked by something? All right, so I got through phase 1. That was pretty simple. Now I was having some issues with the fishing part. Yeah, 5 uncommon fish from Ice Worlds. Now this is an Ice World, so I can give it a shot here. Why don't I give that a try? I don't know that there's been a patch since I did this last time. Maybe. Looks like Discord's not detecting any mic input. Well, that's no good. Be because it is set to the wrong setting. There we go. That should be it. Alright, perfect. Alright. Let's do this. Thunder, what's going on, Thunder? Good afternoon. I know it's early for us, right? Early for one of these. All right, so I'm probably gonna need to use. Let's focus up. Let's look at plants real quick, cause I'm on a new planet. I think I've scanned some stuff here already, but not too much. I pretty much just got here and then stopped last session. So Let's see. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Am I coming in clear? I already scanned all these. What's that? Come on. Those look big and leafy. Let me scan you. Oh, okay. Nope. Man, none of this is scannable. Might be barking up the wrong tree here, so to speak. I already scanned the sodium plants. I don't know. I don't think hazardous fauna count or hazardous flora count. Ooh, I don't think I've scanned this yet. Thunder says sounds good. Great. Last session I was in VR, so I always mess up my audio settings when I do that. Oh, come on. Did I scan that guy already? Nope. We need about 4 more. But let's... Oh, most plants have been discovered already. Okay. Let's look for some water, huh? So in the last session, I was able to, you know, get my ship out of hawk, so to speak. Get enough nanites to get my ship and my multi-tool. I was trying to fish using the multi-tool I brought in, which had a fishing rod on it already, but the game didn't seem to like that. So I since made a new fishing rod, but still I'm not getting any credit for any of the fish on Frozen Worlds. I don't know if I'm just not catching the right fish. Oh man, I do not see any water, which is unfortunate. Let's... Yeah, nothing. All right. What else might we try to do? We can go to the second rendezvous. Cultivation chamber on the... Oh, I've always forget about the waypoints too. Anything on any sort of special... No. Okay. Let's just keep right on going. What do you think? Now, since I'm going to need to discover a decent amount of systems, so I'll have to get pretty far off the expedition path for that, I imagine. It shouldn't be too big of a problem, though. This ship has pretty good distance. Which I thought felt right. As an explorer, it should have some pretty good distance. All right, let's see what this system has for us. Alright, we have Scalding, Barren, Boiling, Arctic with water. Perfect. Icky. Where is that one? Oh, perfect. Nice little base there, too. Like it. Ice fishing land. Beautiful. Headed in the right direction. Don't have time. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. I got limited time, man. I suspect I'll have to stop to pick my daughter up. But we'll see. Do I have... Oh, I totally forgot I had those on this ship. Totally forgot. Alright. Alright, so I have the multi-tool I got in this expedition out. This has a fishing pole on it. So I'm not hopefully tricking the game at all. This is completely legit. Let's see if it works. Hold on, let me do this too. I've caught uncommon fish on a frozen planet, but they haven't been like specific to frozen worlds, I don't think. I think they're just uncommon and I happen to be on a frozen planet. This one looks like uncommon frozen water, so we should get credit for that, do we? Heaviest. Alright, we did. Perfect. Like I say, we were at this in VR. We were at this for quite a while the other day. Last week. And, I don't know. I don't know what the problem was. Could have been me. Maybe it was me. Probably should have done this one off stream, huh? What else can I put in here? What else can I put in here? Increase my odds. These are all frozen fish, but it's not the right rarity. This guy's got a nutrient processor, I wonder. Try the mealworm. Alright. Oh, look at you. Is this frozen? No. Okay. Taking Thunder's advice. I never craft bait. 30% rarity improvement. I mean, that's pretty good. Thanks, Thunder. We need a better rarity than that. You know, something to be said about these holographic fish. You know, things generally seem to take that appearance like other travelers when they're not of this like reality. Like when you see travelers on space stations. That holographic appearance. All right, is that 2? That's 2. We're getting there. Luckily I got 30 of these. too. We get... okay. Can I do other stuff while we're doing this? Alright. We can get to the next rendezvous pretty quick. We got 4 more plants. That should be easy to do. Alright, we'll get through the second one pretty quick, I think. This is kind of the biggest. There's another one. Perfect. Let me say, I thought I heard somebody stop by. What do we need? Oh, that one didn't give me... Aw, man. Ain't that something? No. Not specific to Frozen Worlds. Man, what else can I make? Ah, missed it. I guess we're all stopping at the same place. For the same reasons, likely. Need to catch them ice fish. Alright, that's 3. Okay. Oh, it's not 3. Dang it. Not rare enough. Walter over there. Oh man, did I mess it up? Totally did. Jeez. Do I still have stuff on my hook? Sure do. Alright, again, not specific to Frozen. Oh, man. I'm gonna be at this one for a while, I think. Oh, I forgot I packed all that. All that sodium. For just such an occasion. Come on. Ugh. Man, still nothing. Crikey. What else can I do? Is there anything else I can do that's going to give me something rare that is specific to... Negative. Alright. Keep on going, I guess. plants I can... One more, maybe? There we go. Okay. Patience is the key. Absolutely. Just like any fishing excursion, right? Mud crab. I wonder if I go further out, if that makes a difference. Did I put the skiff in here? Did I do that yet? No, I didn't. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna... try to get in deeper water. I don't know that that matters. Getting a lot of mud crabs, though. This is a mechanic I haven't looked too far into. Like, does water depth, I know that they track water depth when you're fishing. Does that have any bearing on rarity or... Wow. Colossal aquatic creature. Giant ice fin. I mean, that was the first one out here, and that was just what I was looking for. 2 more to go. I'm sure somebody has looked into this and probably posted it, and I'm just out of the know, but that's what makes sense to me. We're really fighting with these fish too out here. I really don't want to come up as easy. Almost there, Thunder. Almost there. Come on, you. Ooh, there we go. Is it, nope. Dang. Not a frozen fish. It's a legendary, though. That's nice. New heaviest. That's something.
Ooh.
Hello, hello.
I was about to say, am I supposed to be here?
Yeah, it's fine. What's going on, Doc?
Try not to let the dog. Just don't come up here with me.
Oh, there we
Get
go.
annoying. I didn't want to turn speakers on because I was afraid you were streaming. The dog's sitting there
Oh, I am streaming, actually.
following me up the stairs. Hi. Hello, viewers.
Just catching some fish. One more fish to go.
Are you still doing the Aquarius stuff?
No, this is the
Or just fishing?
Beachhead. This is the Beachhead expedition. They just inserted
I'm
some
guessing.
fishing stuff in it. Uncommon, different habitats. Ah.
That's a good one. I decided to do other stuff instead. I saw it and I was like, eh. I actually was doing other stuff and running my group now, and our group has a process we're getting ready to do that's going to be it's not inspired by the expeditions in game, but it's more customary. So we're about to do, it's, I guess it's like Dungeons and Dragons kind of. We're doing we have a couple options that have to do with either Belleron, where we're gonna make up a story that's like post first spawn but still first spawn oriented. And we have one that's a diving group kind of as a pickup in a way from the one about the diving guy that we went looking for and we never find him. You get his helmet at the end. So we're doing a pickup from that. It's like, oh, he died, but the helmet had something in it. The helmet told you to go somewhere. So you get coordinates to go and do a almost completely submerged expedition.
Nice. Have you seen any of the away team playthrough that we do?
Yes, I have. I started looking at it, but I had gotten busy and didn't really finish it.
There's I mean, that whole playthrough is centered around like a resurgence of the first spawn, and it's all very D&D, or it gets far more D&D oriented towards the end of everything, but
right,
it's a lot of fun to play in that sandbox.
Oh yeah. But ours has a bit of, since our lore book is as vast as it's getting, like it got to the point where I've had to like separate the lore. We have a lore document, we have a business and economy document, we have a species document, because what ended up happening was write book, get 16 pages in, and then it's like, oh, you want to read about that character? Well, Google Docs doesn't do a thing with where you can look up a word in the document and it takes you down to that. So there's no, like, I guess, keywords. So I had to like separate them, and instead we have a chat that has links to each document. And the Ghost of it's called the Ghost of Belleron. It's supposed to be like first spawn did things, and first spawn goes away. Remnants go and find a planet. It's full of Vikings. So they go to another planet. It's full of Vikings. They end up picking another spot that is Gek held, but at the time it was like Uncharted. So like when you get there, it's like Gek owned, but it's, you know, it's one of those little storytelling bits. It was Uncharted, at least in the lore. But it's a lot of writing, because I'm the one who's writing most, if not all of it. So I have to be careful how I write the expeditions, because these might end up in our lore book at some point. And then we did some of it, and now we're moving on to the one that's more focused on the underwater bit. I let when me and one of my kids got together and we play tested that expedition, and it's a fun kind of hard to play the game completely submerged almost entirely through the story. Like you go underwater and you build like a base and you do some stuff, and it's kind of heavily inspired by Unfathom. I think that's what it's called, where it's the underwater. The world got flooded, and then it has some elements related to the Lost Bathysphere quest. So it's got a little bit of something of each, but as we get on and get through these expedition styles, my plan is to start doing like completely custom expeditions that are completely specific to our group, and then they're not inspired by other groups, other games. It's just, you know, a lot of the features are like original, but they're like objectives are like go to this planet, build a research lab that has these specific rooms built into them. It's like build a kitchen, build a bedroom, build a med bay, build a workshop, and that leads the group to kind of figure out how they want to make it look, and then you spend most of the expedition just kind of going from there to somewhere else.
Cool.
But it just depends.
I don't know if they need a dig site or doing a beach. Okay, I am trying to find a crashed ship.
Crash ship. Go to the space station by
Yeah, I just did.
I said you can't do that though. It's not the same. I know
What?
there's the mech. Doesn't the Minotaur do that?
Distressing. No,
stuff.
they actually could do a Nautilin would do the under a submerged ship. But I have some beacons.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if they work. Got a distress beacon.
Okay. But now that I remember you mentioning the away team. Is that one of those people jump into, or is it one of those where once the story gets started, it's whoever the cast is the cast until later?
Last season I mean, it's always been jump in. I don't know if this season's gonna be as jump in. We might.
Okay.
It kind of depends on how it goes. Once we'll do like a session 0. I'll announce it. We'll do character creation time. We'll do a session 0, and then we'll hop in from there. It's just the way this season is going to be made up is going to be a lot different than the previous season. So I don't see it for sure. So we may not have. Oh, there is somebody here. Great. We may not have. Last season it was like we were close to like our home planet, so you could easily justify people coming in and out. There's a way to do it in the story, though. I'm always fine with people hopping in. We're just going to be starting at, I think, level 5 for everybody this time around, so... Is this what I had to do?
Do you guys need a villain?
We're good with villains right now, but I haven't announced anything for the season, so...
Yeah, I'm fine to go for it, but the thing is, the bigger, I guess, problem for a lot of, like, you know, when we were doing Vanguard Week, I live on, like, I guess the central time zone, which I guess is somewhere between the East Coast and Central. I guess that's what you would call it. The Central time zone. That's like Mississippi, Kentucky. I want to say Texas. You know, the central part of America.
Yeah, Central
it's that
time.
Little
Yeah.
split that goes up like Michigan or whatever, and you guys are on what, East Coast, West Coast, a little bit of both probably.
Well, I'm on.
So-
we have quite a few folks in Central Time. I'm East Coast. Some of our folks are in are overseas. It kind of varies from.
That's kind of what I was about to say is
that's
I love to participate in a away team, but if the time zones are so different, then, you know, each time that you announce it, I'm going to have to remind myself, oh, he's 2 hours, I guess, ahead of me. So, because rises and East sets in the West, so your 7 o'clock might not be till like my 8 o'clock. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
And
I'm an hour ahead of you, and it's been at 10 o'clock at night too, so it's usually pretty late. But we're gonna revisit that whole thing this season as well. Oh, I don't have the processor. Okay.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. We have people with such varying degrees. Would it hurt to have session scheduling to see who can do what day, and maybe possibly do them based off, maybe do a separate session based off of time zones at some point?
Maybe. I know with last season we
there are-
kind of asked everyone, like, does this time work, and that's just sort of what we fell to. And then people show up if they can,
Right.
and if they can't, they don't. But what am I
Like I
trying
said,
to
if
do?
you don't mind me jumping in randomly to show up, then I guess the time zone thing won't be too. It's not an issue anyways, you know. But it's just one of those I want to participate, but I either forget about it or I'm showing up at the wrong time. Like with the fishing one for Vanguard, I literally just showed up and sat on the planet for like 4 hours. Because my brain was like, I thought he said he was an hour ahead of me, so it should be starting. And I sat there for like 4 hours, and then I looked at the Discord, and I was like, oh no, I'm 4 hours ahead. Oh no. And then I don't know why, for some reason, figured in like you were West Coast for some reason. And it's just like, man, I messed up. Which, I mean, it fixed itself, but still, you know.
Yeah.
I just think it would be kind of easier to try to make it where it's we need to, if you guys do a new season, maybe we need to figure something out for Central Time players, or like I said, I mean, I'm usually on all the time anyways, but there are just moments where I think about it. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
but,
we'll just.
I had some.
I'll just once again ask the group that signed up what time works best, and we'll just go with a time that works best for everybody. I mean, it's got to work with my schedule too, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
I usually do it when my kids go to bed. That's kind of how it works for me. Ooh.
How do you manage to do streams when everyone's asleep? I did that one time with my wife, and she's like, "It's time for bed. You're loud. Go to bed." And I'm like, "Oh, what do you have, like a sound padded room or something?"
No, actually, my new office is right next to my kids' room, which makes it tough, but they seem to sleep through it.
Gracious.
Oh man,
Aren't you glad they're heavy sleepers? Oh boy.
Yeah. Being attacked by. This is going to cause me more problems, I think.
Ooh, fun. I purchased a game today, so one of me and my kids could play together, and it was one of those.
Nice.
It's a open game, but it's like Sea of Thieves, where PvP is constantly active. And oh boy, you talk about wild. It was fun until the game goes, yeah, you're good enough at the game that we're gonna start putting you with players now. Have fun. And I'm like, wait, no, not yet. I got bombed.
Hey, Sully Kiwi's in the chat. Like, what's going on, Sully?
Hi, Sully. Let's see.
I am.
So you got. That rain was rough this morning, dude. I had my window open because the weather was nice, and I went off to go take a shower. I come back and the room's getting pelted with water. I'm like, I don't remember this boat having a leak in it. And my kid looks up and goes, "Hey, Dad." I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty nice here. It's chillier, but it's not rainy or anything right now. We could probably use it, but this is probably it.
Mississippi is anomalous when it comes to weather. So the weatherman says, "Hey, it's gonna rain," and then it's like snowing instead or something, pretty much. Or they say it's gonna be 10%.
Oh, hold on one second.
Rain chance.
Steez, this is you have another week. I think it's a week from today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, a week from today actually. So you should have one more week to do it. I think each replay is going to be 2 weeks. And I'm pretty sure it started. What day is today? Today's the 13th. I'm pretty sure it started. Gosh, maybe it started the 7th. Maybe you have a week and a day. It's somewhere around there. Do I need to be here? Did I do this right? This is not.
You probably. I'm probably asking a dumb question at the current moment, but for the cross play, does that need to, like, if I friended you on No Man's Sky, would I still have to have my cross play active to join you, or is that just?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with your friends. It has to do with your saves. So your saves would get centralized to a No Man's Sky server or a Hello Game server, and then you'd be able to download those saves from any of your other platforms. So whatever platform you're going to be playing on, like that would be the one you would need to have people friended.
Okay, because I know that there was this thing popped up at some point that was like enable cross play or cross save or something. I'm just looking at it like, I'm gonna need this. This doesn't seem.
There's a cross play option in your multiplayer. Under network, I should say. There's a cross play, enable cross play. And that's more about playing with people across platforms. So like, you know, if I'm on PlayStation, you're on PC, that sort of thing. But cross save is going to be so that you can centralize your saves to their server and then access any of your saves from any of your platforms. Right. I don't know. I'm not in the beta, unfortunately. I did all the things I thought I had to do, and then I didn't do that one last step of hitting the button on PlayStation. So. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, although I suspect it's going to be pretty straightforward. Just download from the server. One thing I'm interested in seeing is if whether or not you'll have to access that system to upload a save once you've connected your devices. Because then there's some people that don't, like Xbox Live is a good example. They don't subscribe to that anymore, and they want to use your Xbox save. So, ooh, my life supports.
Well, I will. There's ways around it. I mean, before they started, I guess, putting this in the game, we had that on, at least on my end. All you had to do was they can have an Xbox, the application, which is not the app, but kind of is the app, and you could get it and put it on your PC. It'll play whatever you play on your Xbox. So, like, I was playing the PC Minecraft launcher for essentially, well, kind of essentially for free because it's free on Game Pass. So I went through the app on the PC. It took me to the launcher. The launcher went, "Oh, you have an Xbox. Well, here, have free Minecraft." And I was like, "Well, that's cool. I feel like a king. What happens if I play No Man's Sky?" No Man's Sky is like, yeah, you can just play it. It's fine. Go crazy. And I played on PC for a couple of days and was reminded why I don't play PC games. Oh boy, my hands didn't really enjoy it.
There we go. Landed. All right. So I don't need these anymore. Let's ditch this to my starship. Don't need you.
Which one are you?
What's that?
Like, did you just start, or are you on an ending phase?
Oh, I'm on phase. I'm at the end of phase 2 right now. Oh no, I finished phase 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Very tempted to come join, but I haven't decided yet because expeditions are usually not my preferring things. Since I've been playing for quite a long time. Like, it's the beginning, I've gotten, to me, that novelty of starting over and playing and redoing all your stuff got stale. So that's why I play on custom.
Well, you don't.
Very tempted to.
You can go to the terminal now and you don't have to start. Like, you can kind of keep your look and stuff, and you can import your ship and stuff over. So it's a little bit better than it was. I don't know. I'm in a similar boat, but on the opposite end. I've been playing since launch, but I've been keeping the same. My main save has been the same save the whole time. I haven't done a lot of restarts, so sometimes I find it frustrating. But I do sort of like revisiting having nothing, and like just kind of like the detriment that you're at when you start an expedition. Why am I running over here?
Well,
what
it's
am I gonna do?
fun. But what was it? I played through the expedition group that was Singularity, and then was there one before that was basically the two were the start of the Sentinel camps and all that stuff. I played through that one fine. I played
the Interceptor update
fine.
was the first one, and then the Singularity was the first. I believe was the first expedition related to like that storyline.
Right. So it was Singularity.
Yeah.
The other one, which I want to think of, but it's slipping me now. But that's there were some expeditions where I played them up to like the last tier, like I was on the last 5th or whatever, and then I got something happened. I got frustrated, like the one for the Starborn Runner. I finished that expedition, and it was like, oh, go back to the anomaly and claim your prize. So you're done with the expedition. And instead of going to the terminal and claiming it, I went to the anomaly and claimed all my stuff. And as soon as I hit the Starborn Runner, it would mess up, and then something would happen. And it was like, oh, well, you haven't done the expedition, so you can't get that. So I'd go back to the terminal and check, and it was like, you haven't done any of it. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just do it again then.
Oh, that's strange.
No big deal. On it 5 or 6 times before I said, I'll just let the bot bring it to me. Now the bot doesn't work, so I'm kind of wondering if they're, actually breaking someone that No Man's Sky is trying to like keep the bot out.
The service bot?
I like the bot. The service bot.
Oh, it's still
keeps
working.
telling me that I'm not. It keeps telling me I'm not in the session. Restart my game, and I do, and it doesn't change. So I wonder if.
I used it at the start of this expedition to get supplies to bring in.
Right. Well, the owner of that bot kind of got mad at me one time because I'm over here trying to use it, and I'm just smart enough to know what I'm doing, but mostly dumb enough to break it. And it's like, okay, do this, do this, do this, you get this. And it's like, okay, I follow the steps exactly as it says. And the bot is like, hi, bye. And it's like, wait, you come back. You didn't bring anything. So the guy gets on, he fixes it, and he says, try it now. Bot does same thing. Try it now. Bot does some same thing, but in a different way. And it's like, I'll work on it later. Give me a minute. Hours pass. Guy fixes it. You'd think after the amount of times that I've purely accidentally broke his bot, he would be offering me like more than 3 modules or something, because at this point, at that time, that was a while back, I basically accidentally found bugs he couldn't find, or he or they, I guess it's really they, and now it's just like it works, and then all of a sudden it stops working. And this one's a peculiar to me because like I'm not very technologically sound. I kind of get what's wrong and I get what's right, but not enough to explain how to fix it. But the bot I find very fascinating because it's like you're not in a lobby, restart your game, and I'm looking at other people in a lobby and I'm like, but I restarted my game before I clicked on you, so what's going on? I find it very fascinating because it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I need a double
It's like the
cultivation
bot
chamber. Facium.
for everybody. But yeah, do you guys like pre-plan all of your away team stuff like from the get-go, like where it's going to be, what the story's going to be about, or do you guys just go, hey, away team stuff, and then you pop in and do all your who's playing and they set their character sheet and you just fly it? I guess wing it's the word.
No, usually
'Cause-
we have people create their character sheets. I have sort of a story outline that I go by, but I reevaluate it after each session. And there's I wouldn't say we're not wigging it necessarily, but it's driven by the participants. Try to keep it as open concept as possible so that they're not just adhering to like a story that I'm trying to tell, like they're sort of telling the story as they go. And there's been some twists and turns. Some of the stuff is a little more guided than others, but I don't have any facium, do I? Damn.
Okay. I got curious watching it, and it's like, this is kind of strange that he's got it built this way after with all the stuff going on. It's a little odd that it seems so normal, like Dungeons and Dragons normal, and it made me kind of wonder, because most of the time I'll write the story bit out for like the expedition, our group, which I guess would be like our away team kinda, but I write the story bit out, the story gets told, and then you just play like, it's like, here's the layout, here's the story. It's got like, I guess you call it a prologue, and it's like, in the beginning this stuff happened, and then you introduce yourself like you would in a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, who you are, why you're here, and it's just based off of whatever. So if your character's
well, a lot
like
of it was
salvage,
grown from the Discord channel itself. There was a lot of like text-based RPG type of stuff going on. There's like a little bit of lore attached to some of the videos and attached to some of the players and stuff. The previous away team wasn't so D&D oriented, but like it got more and more as we went. So most of the combat happened in game until like I'd say the last third of the season. We kind of started switching to a more turn-based situation, sort of diving into the D&D aspect of it a little bit more. And season 3 we'll see a little bit more of that, but I'm trying to figure out a good balance, especially when it comes to leveling and everything else. It's hard to find a balance for classes in-game and out of in-game combat, but I think I have a pretty good idea. So
okay. I have suggestions. I think that if you don't use them, I might. And I was going to say take a bit of I guess a collab or a merge. It's the Vanguard, and then have the group for like, I guess for the Voyager, our group, the Voyagers Alliance, we have like our own Sentinel Force and like the lore book and stuff. And if you want, I can send you let you read our lore and maybe possibly do some kind of story thing that's driven around like a universe collide thing, where we have our own, like, I guess you call them expeditionary units. We have constructs and Korvax and a lot of different things. So there's of a storytelling aspect on our group. We focus more about storytelling than we do the gameplay. And the gameplay, I guess, to give you a good rundown, everything in our lore is in an area outside the game. There's the what we call unification, then there's the realm of plague, then there's the games universe, which is in our lore is its own location and not a computer simulation. But we still acknowledge computer simulation elements and kind of say, well, yeah, it's a computer element, because you're like the whole brain scan thing is like we still acknowledge a lot of that, but we kind of build it up as the Atlas computer was made by humans, and humans did all this stuff in our side, and that the game exists because of the Atlas. Well, the Atlas in our lore is a person. You have Atlas, Prime, Elamon, and they're called the red pylon, the purple pylon, the yellow pylon, if you want to get like gods have other names. And it turns into this big story about they did a bunch of stuff, and then mankind just showed up with the, like how scientists believe man actually came out of the like biological soup or whatever. They just showed up. Then the pylons were like, well, I didn't make you, so who made you? And they're like, we made ourselves, I guess. What are we? And then they're like, okay, we're just gonna call you humans, have Earth. And they made that planet that they lived on, Earth, and it built a story. So the No Man's Sky gameplay would take the lore, the ARG, and all the stuff that leads to the game would take place sometime after that. But the whole premise is, when we're playing the game, our present day is past tense in the lore, so we're technically playing our characters in the future. So it makes kind of a fun story, as your character is like, that's how we can have references to, like in the lore we mentioned, like the fall of Stellaria, there's a guy at a bar and he's like the nomad, but he's in the future, but he's not, it's a different timeline than the nomad now, who's now called the Void. It's a progress. The Stellarians exist. The last Stellarian male died. His daughter had a kid. They fled. She dies. Her kid becomes a nomad, wanders by himself for a bunch of years, and then the Atlas shows up and is like, "You shouldn't be here. The Stellarians are dead, but I have a better something for you to do. So instead of killing you and fixing this issue, I'm going to take this issue and turn it into something else." And he goes, make the Galactic Voyager Alliance, a kingdom between the realm of glass and unification, and guide travelers to the No Man's Sky part of the game. So that's the background to why the Alliance is a server on Discord, and it's supposed to be some story, but in the lore, he's an old man. This part of the lore that talks about the fall of Stellaria, he's an old man on his last legs. He's seen some stuff, so he hangs out at a bar, does some stuff. It's a big process, and like he's the only one who knows how the Stellarians die, but it's never kind of mentioned. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure it was a fire, but it's up to you, friend, to decide. And it's like, okay. So he's a story-driven character, but he's just a part of it. So we have this, the lore is deep, it goes deep. Like, you guys have the Vanguard, but do you guys have like a lore book? Do you ever plan on making a lore book ever?
I mean, we don't have a lore book. The only real document that we have is just writing down the story of each season. Hey,
Okay.
Captain Steve, what's going on? Captain Steve's in the chat.
Steve! Look there, it's
Oh, I lost this guy. Let's
Steve's
see.
voice is
Yeah, any of the lore that we have for the channel exists on the channel and it's various places. I started trying to put stuff into stacks, but I haven't finished writing out the season 2 stuff.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to make a lore book or just a place to go, I can collab all this, not collab, but put all this stuff together and figure out what goes where and how. If it's sent to me in order, then I can just not really copy and paste, but essentially copy and paste in the order it happens. And then you would be fine, because then you can focus on the storytelling and the gameplay, and I can focus on like the putting it together.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just writing it out. I put it in the stacks anyway. I think we're up to like episode 6 in there. I just haven't worked on it a bit because I'm trying to do there's like this text-based thing on the website I'm trying to get going, but I haven't had a whole lot of chance to work on it.
That reminds me, you have a website. What did you do? Like, what did you
can access from the lore category now. Make lore. Yeah, that's right, Steve. He's talking more about lore for our away team playthrough, like channel lore type stuff. What did I do for my website?
That's like, you like make it from scratch, or did you pay someone or a service like Wix or something?
Well, I use bubble.io for something else unrelated for work, and so I just use that. It's non-code based coding. It's all like logic statements, but I have to uncomplicate it. I'm just waiting for animals to poop.
Okay, because I'm looking at like moving a lot of our stuff to a website, because I have, like you mentioned, you've probably seen the links I posted to the RadioGen media and a different character that's like our group media, and I'm thinking about moving all of that into one. Take the Discord server, put it on a website instead. That way, as people play the Discord and want to get, like, I guess, full involved, I'm moving my Dr. Miasma YouTube channel that makes music is going to soon start dedicating all of its music to the Voyager Alliance for just a little while, alongside the RadioGen side of it. I have something to do, but I've recently kind of hit a roadblock music-wise, and I've been thinking about doing a website and getting like copyrights on the channel content and moving it over to the website, and I guess paying for a domain. That way I have all the legal stuff in order, because I'm guessing you have all your stuff in order so that nothing can, I guess, go wrong, but I'm not that smart, so I was actually curious on what you used and what you did, because having a website already made has got to be pretty helpful, So.
I just set up the infrastructure to the point where I can update it as I need to. Steve's in the chat. He said that if you have a Google account, you can make a few free sites on Google Sites, and it's free. That's a good point. The bubble that I use, again, I use it for work, but normally it's like, I think $30 a month, something like that. But I like it the way they're set up, because it's all database oriented, so using it for like our character sheets for away team and stuff is super helpful. And now this like text-based role-playing thing is it's working out for that as well. And this guy does not want to poop. I just need an animal to go. Need some fesium.
Right.
I suppose I could probably.
You're just sitting.
Try to
go poop.
Gosh, how do I poop? Oh, I can't do it here. Is it more right that no? What is that?
Oh man, tell you what, I had to go look for a watch battery for a watch that my late friend left behind for his daughter. That's now my adopted daughter, and the battery that was in it was like a Sony brand battery that doesn't even exist anymore. They changed all the how the batteries are labeled now, and that battery wasn't what it was. Hey, look, Robert Louis Stevens is his birthday today. I don't know who that is, but happy birthday, Robert.
Alright, finally got the FaceTime I needed. Joining voice chat soon. Alice is coming to voice chat. Good old
Whoop, whoop.
Alice. Let me make sure I'm not getting a text message from my, I anticipate getting a message from my wife in the next few minutes asking me to pick up my daughter.
Oh, I get it. You said it. I see what you mean now when you mentioned that it was logic based. You literally just click a thing and the picture shows. That's neat. I'm gonna have to look into this because if it's Bubble might be my go-to now if it's simple because I used to know how to do all this, but I don't anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
So,
probably
like, I took that stuff.
a better way to do it if you know how to code. Yeah. I don't. But
I used to.
It's like I said, it's a resource I had through work, so it made sense to keep it going.
Right.
So I do, and it I mean it works really well, especially for character sheets and stuff. And like, a lot of it is like because the D&D side of our away team episodes were kind of making up it as we went. Things got a little convoluted on the coding side of that, but rewriting it from the start of the season, I think will be more beneficial. So, especially now that I'm reading through the player handbook, the new player handbook, and aligning to those rules, because there are a couple of little tweaks that we need to make.
Right.
With regards to that, not many, but I also want to realign. I want to introduce more classes for away team. That are more in line with the actual classes for D&D. It's just a matter of having it make sense for the in-game stuff.
Right. Start building with AI. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. Custom domain. Publish, host, and scale. So, custom domain means you're probably going to make something by yourself, but publish, host, and scale, it says launch your site to real-world users. That would be the correct thing, right? That's what you would do that's what it offers, but it's kind of interesting that it shows those two things as something different. Goodness gracious, my credit card. My bank is going to be mad at me.
Well, you get the option to work on different versions of your app because it comes up as an app, so you can publish your app as you go, or you can, like right now I have a version that has this RPG that I'm working on that's non-published, and I just keep editing it, but I try to keep the character sheet side updated if possible. All right, so that's that.
Right.
So I have 2 more to do. I gotta do fleet expeditions. This is the one Furball was talking about, I think.
Let's see. Steve mentioned a Google thing.
Yeah, just Google Sites.
That had to do with.
There we go. We got 3 there. So I need to recruit 3 as well. How much money do I got? Not much. Oh, but you know what? I can get 2.
I want it down. Shoot, I could sit here and make music while I listen to you talk about whatever you're doing in the expedition. Oh, actually, also reminds me, you've had your little song that sings to itself, or sings whenever you're in waiting. Who did that? It's like did you do that? Did you write the notes and stuff, or
I do a lot. I've done a lot of the jingle and stuff that I've always used. I wrote, but I've been using AI music for a bit now. So I just make go to sudo.ai or sudo.ai, and I just iterate versions of the same song, and then I drop it into Logic Pro and slice it up and make a version that I like.
Okay. So the one about Nada and the
yeah, that, like something like that.
is Okay, that's cool.
But then there's like different.
I just like I.
Like some of it's like taking the like the main vocal line and exporting it out of it and editing it, like so that one, like putting a robotic voice on some of it and then pasting it back into the program, or importing it back in, so it's kind of seamless. But it's a lot of like little tricks to make it sound the way that you want it to. I'm here to get fleet chips. That's what I'm here to do. Expedition rewards. Alright, so let's go with this one. Add to fleet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's only 2 that I can do though. Right? Because the only other
What do you mean?
fleet ship we have is this guy. Okay.
Yes, I know, computer. It's me. That's right. You don't have to panic every time I try to log into my Plug Doctor account. Chill out. I'll have to fix that later, I guess. Dismiss. Continue. Okay.
Okay.
It's not working.
Alright, so then I just need 1 ship, but do I have... I should sell this stuff. Right, is this... What's the cheapest frigate I can find? Any of these frigates? Any of you guys want a job? Negative.
No. Come on, computer. I know you work. You're not having a problem. Yes, I know. Problem. Hey, I know that face.
Oh, I already have 3,
I
don't
know
I?
that face.
Nice. Okay. Now we're good. Alright, so I used 2 expedition rewards from previous expeditions, this one included, to get the frigates I need to send out on a mission.
Nice.
Hey, it's Alice. What's going on, Alice?
Going good, going good. Joining in.
You
I'm way ahead though, so I'm gonna try not to spoil things.
Well, I've already done the expedition, but
Oh, you did? Okay.
yeah, I did it when it first came out, so it's slightly different because of like the fishing stuff and whatnot. I don't remember exactly how it's different, but yeah. Oh, I need to send
They
people
include
on
a lot of
missions.
new stuff.
So right now I'm just sending some folks out on expeditions. Ooh, actually, you know what? Can I send my C-class ship out here? Well, I don't have any fuel though, do I? Gosh, it's always something.
No.
I don't have any. I don't have any.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Enough frigate or fuel? Do you need fuel?
I don't even have the blueprints for fuel. I got to go over and buy them.
You gotta go to the things to send out the ships.
Oh, they
What
give
are
you
they called
the.
again?
They give you. Oh,
The
you
fuel
know what? Oh,
blueprint.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. They ship a
Yeah.
update or upgrade. That's right. Sneezy's in the chat. What's going on, Sneezy? Oh boy. Oh, it's over here. I'm lost. Lost in the sauce. Don't have a text message from my
Lost
wife
in the
yet.
sauce.
So lost. Base parts and upgrade. Yep, there it is. 7 salvage to use. And I guess that's it, huh?
I'll That components for camp. Landing page. Okay.
Let's see. What do I have to do?
All right, let's see if that makes a difference. Well, good thing you popped in, because I would have gone all the way back to the space anomaly and been like, no.
Been like, no. And you had to find all the information, the data you needed to even buy the updates.
All right,
Ooh, I
he's
can make
gone.
it red. Oh my! This unbearable to look at. I am happy.
Ship of the Damned
My
is
friends
going
are gonna
out next. Wait, does that not
Oh, yeah,
require any?
that's- Commissioner. Ooh. My brain hurts. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure this out. Let's see what this does.
Brain
Continue.
hurts. Oh no, brain.
I'm really dumb when it comes to technology. Like I was telling Ghost, I took a course back in school that taught me how to make websites from scratch, and I knew it back then. But like I stopped knowing what I was doing for anything technology, like right after Windows 11 came out, and now
Oh gosh.
super. I'm like late 90s kids. All this stuff should be normal to me, but my brain is just like, I just want to click and drag. Let me click and drag. I can't click and drag.
Have you tried right clicking? Have you tried?
Turning it off and turning it back on.
Although I did, yeah,
I know, right? Off and on again.
There's someone in my family. I was like, if you turn it off and turn it back on, it won't catch fire. And they're like, what do you know? And I was like, okay, here, I'll just do it for you. And they're like, how did you do that? And I'm like, I'm just a techno wizard, I guess. All I do is turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh wait, somebody said that if you,
Okay.
oh, I can't remember what this was now. Shoot, if you cancel the expedition from the fleet command.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
what
if
it
you
was?
cancel it from the command station and then you do a checkup with the ship, and then you can start another one right after that.
I'm gonna make such a horrible demo website. I'm gonna send it to one of my friends. Well, he's expecting it. It'll be 3 in the morning, and he'll get the link to it and be like, "What the heck?"
What is this madness? You're like, I made a website.
If you leave me alone long enough, I will send you some really weird stuff that make you question your sanity. Like, there's nothing that says I know what I'm doing more than making a website that says yeet with like 100 E's, and it's just a red screen. Oh, my friend's gonna wake up and be like,
Oh, that totally worked.
It's just like, wow, you don't have to. Okay.
Oh, that's
so you're
so
not waiting
awesome.
hours.
Because I went and I got the Normandy from when I did this the first time, way back when, and the Ship of the Damned from before, and
Right.
and so I did 3 expeditions, so now I'm just aborting them all and inspecting the ships, and that's gonna do it. Heck yeah.
That's it. Yep. The tricky one was discovering new systems, and I was like, oh, I gotta go pretty far away from everybody.
Alright, so all I gotta do now is find one waypoint and reach the 3rd rendezvous, which I can probably do all in one foul swoop. And that'll be the end of phase 3. Let's see if I can do it before my wife texts in the next 6 minutes. Let's ask if I can pick up my daughter.
Yeah. How's your son, by the way?
He's good. He's good. We all had I had like a touch of like walking pneumonia, I think, after I was sick a couple weeks ago. I'm feeling a lot better now, but it's just everyone in the house is coughing. So he was just like coughing to the point of getting sick, and then he didn't. I was like laying on his floor, and he like didn't want Dad to get up. He just wanted to be there. So I was like, all right. So at first I pushed it a half hour because I was like, all right, maybe if he falls asleep I can sneak out, and then it was clear that that wasn't going to be the case. So
Yeah, I was half expecting you to join in, and I was like, oh wait. I saw your message. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
baby.
I was bummed about it.
Aw.
About all of it, not just the missing out, but he was upset. I was watching the penguin on my iPad laying on their floor, you know.
Aw.
Oh, sweet.
But he's good now. He's back in school. He didn't have one fell swoop, not one foul swoop. Thank you. One fell swoop.
And now I've messed myself up. It looks like what it's supposed to do. When the word yeet is clicked, it should sign user up and have an option to sign in. Log user in allows them to log user out when chosen. My goodness, I have no idea if this is working. I really hope it's working. Let's switch to.
Okay, where is it? There it is. All right, so this is rendezvous 3. So then I just need a waypoint, and we're good to go.
Preview your app. Set your bubble. See your bubble app as it would appear live. Oh, okay. So if I click on it, it makes it a test. Oh, that's so cool. Please include an email. I'm gonna turn an ARG. This is gonna be so bad. Oh my gosh. I just want to play the game. Too bad. It's all gonna get confusing. Love this.
Yeah, there's quite a bit you can program
should.
with that. I just
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
I can already see this be like the process. We got an image. Oh, put an image on here. Let's go.
And add puzzles on top of puzzles.
No, you do. I ought to show you my the stupid things I start up. I invented a game that exists only in the lore, but not in the actual game. Where it's every board game you can imagine has something to do with the prior board game. So it's a game of find the key essentially when everything is a key, but you need a certain one. So it's like you're not just playing Battleship, you're playing Battleship with a pink dreadnought. And then you get the win Battleship, you get the pink dreadnought to do something to get a Connect 4 puck. It literally, it's like, just have fun. You're never going to get to the end.
Interestingly enough, we have games within our game of Away Team that no one ever discovered. Or realized, maybe discovered isn't the right word. No one ever encountered.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness gracious! Here he goes on his conspiracy theories about the get Tetris.
There's a lot of
get characters. Jesus.
All right, so that's it. That's the end of the end of phase 3. We're
Well,
good.
what did I miss?
Well, I mean, it's still going to be there come season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm bringing back multi-classing in
say
season
that.
3. I'm going to go through the player handbook 2024 and just make it align just so that there's
I need
never
to
a
grab a
question.
copy of that.
I told you the other day.
Did they change the DM guide too?
Yeah, it actually just came out.
Ah.
Was it Tuesday?
I
think it just came out Tuesday. I
have 5th edition.
I gotta save for
pre-ordered
that
it.
stuff then, because I don't have the.
I don't do that.
Well,
computer.
you're on D&D Beyond on our campaign on D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I shared it all.
Are you
to
asking me?
So all of the new.
It's nice having the book, especially in case I DM again.
It is. I was at Barnes and Noble the other day, and I saw the hardcover hard copy of the player handbook, and I bought it, even though I have it on digits.
Nice.
And then I got home and I was like, oh man, I wish I would have done the bundle for the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Maybe I should pre-order it too, or order it from Barnes and Noble, because I have a membership there.
Yeah, it's out now. The Dungeon Master Guide came out. I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday.
Okay, here's the question. So for the collective consciousness thing, where it asks you to go to like a historic site, is that the one where like the thing is on top of the ruins?
Wait, say again. I'm sorry.
For phase 5, I'm on the 3rd
Phase 5
mission, and it says, yeah.
Oh, it's all
That's what that
encoded
does.
for me right now. But what's the?
Yeah. It says research alien history and language.
Oh, so that's probably the. I remember this particular expedition. You had to get the. What the heck's it called? There's some objects that are in the Quicksilver shop, like the. gosh, what the hell is it called? It's not a dossier. What is it?
Oh. Oh, it's
There's like the myth
thing?
beacon. The mythic beacon might be one of them.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need to use, I guess, because...
Yeah, so you go to like a plaque
Just-
site, like go to the not the dig site, but the other one, and I think you need to use it there.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was wondering. Okay.
It's been a
Because
minute.
I was pretty sure it's one of those, yeah. Because in the dig site, you just get treasure, and that's not useful.
Yeah. What am I doing? Oh, I need to find a artifact site. Are you gonna show me one? Ancient ruin site detected.
Okay, so it's the purple maps, right?
Yeah, but there's 2 purple maps. There's
Right. That's true.
the one I just used, which now I don't remember, but the other one is the one of them says ancient artifact site, and the other one is like a dig site.
Okay. So we're looking for ancient artifact or a dig site?
I'm pretty sure you're looking
It'd
for
be
artifact.
right?
Yeah. It's sort of the same issue as last expedition. If you remember, like, I mean, I kept going to dig sites and it wasn't giving me anything for it, so. But this didn't give me an discover one ancient ruin, but this is not it. Yeah, this must be the other one.
Okay, I think I found one. I had so many maps. I had so many maps because on the first rendezvous point, there was like so many maps. All those free maps you see on the planet where they called data structures.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
found like 30 of them. I found like 30.
I remember seeing
I was
data
like, I'll
structures
take
and I didn't
that.
even think about going over there.
Yeah, I ran over to those. I was just like, oh, free maps, yes! And it was like... Sometimes they give you cool stuff.
True.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Alright, I'm going to a... Oh, it took me to a monolith. Dang it. That's not what I wanted.
So this is a weird question. How do you recover something if you deleted it from the recycle bin? Because it tells me that I can go back and get it later, but I don't see an option to restore it.
From which recycle bin?
Computer.
Oh, that I don't know.
Oh, you have to actually... There's a certain way you have to do it.
Oh, it's gonna make me do this, isn't it?
All on a, I thought I had it all on a thumb drive, but I checked my thumb drive and I remember this thumb drive's kind of big at 16 gigs, and I may have just bag dumped all my stuff into it, knowing that it, yeah, I moved everything over to one thumb drive like an idiot, and that thumb drive did not handle like it was supposed to. I mean, it kind of did. Oh, never mind. Why is it in 2 different versions? Christ. So I'm good at writing books, so I'm not good at... So I'm good.
There's the text
Okay.
message.
I lost
Alright.
Okay.
Yep, so this is it. So, good news though. We got through phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
Got through phase 2,
Yay.
which is what my goal for this was. So perfect timing. And yeah, that's it. So I'll be back. I don't know, maybe today, maybe not. We'll see. Cause I got pretty close. Of course, I'm being attacked. Of course, I'm being attacked. As I'm trying to do it.
No.
I can just make it to something else.
I was watching a little bit ago. I was watching a guy on YouTube talk about No Man's Sky lore, and he said the will of Hurt was a get, and I'm like, dude.
Oh, Cynical's video recently, yeah.
I was like, what? I'm pretty sure that's a Viking, my guy.
Yeah. Pretty famously a Viking, but you know, it's always good to see someone talking about lore. I'll always take it, even if there's some inconsistencies here and there. But I think he knows it by now. There's a lot of comments about it, so. All right, cool. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out, Doc. Thanks for hanging out, Alice. I may be back once I'm home, but I don't know if I'll stream or not. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm trying to get someplace safe before I get beaten up by these pirates. Okay. Hey, thank you for hanging out in chat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and... There we go. Thanks for hanging out in chat if you've been with me. I don't know if I'm going to jump right back in or just wait until Friday's stream, but I'll definitely let you know in the channel, so keep an eye open for that. Big shout out to Sneezy, to Captain Steve, to Steez, to Marcus, to... I'm going to lose one. Thunder, of course, Sully Kiwi, Alice, for hanging out in chat. Thank you to Doc and Alice for being in voice chat. And as always, dear Riftwalkers, we'll see you tonight. Take care.